Maniga see and so there car Mapo lady body Tamiya Pyoto body Swamu Lamu Chamu Muyari Chili Kama Dilema Yudabawa Nadabawa Padwabon lady body Lebe Yogi Buddha Sapile, Kaipiro, Taipiro, the Pyoga. The case Ivo Jaro, the Jasu said, Shuma for lower. Dabale, Dabelu, Bajam Lesra, and he sees a movie. She don't tell her, no. And it was a Lanze Kalama, Tishare. Pawatiare, a chain Matilato. Looked at all. Kurega Yona Diariga, keep Economia Mara. There are two that love Yazane Yare, Koga, Shekali, and Yanduya also, Vido. Ari, Jury, we don't take her. You say that, but didn't have more. Tamalo, Chuazela, Chazema. See, I say, Chilaga Vido. American Shuba, Constantia, Titonia. Choga Langa, Chagama, Mimia, Shura, Yogi at Tao, Medwara. The little who was the bombsy. Choga Langa, Chaga, Mimia, Fantasy, educator machine. The Bawala Canary, a Lolo Tila 9 years, Ravali. A Daisy let Tila 9 years, Ravali. That is Tagadaga, Jonia Vale. Tavane the true Yogi Mia. 2 years a Muyariado, take eyes and a condemn. Teenager Yola Lucia. Kilo Lopi Heso, dear Sikanda Lobora, Luapara.
Yesterday, Sayadawgyi spoke about how to note when doing the walking meditation in general, when the actions of lifting and moving and placing occur. Sayadawgyi described how there is mind and matter involved. And this is so that the yogis could know in terms of theory. To really know the mind and matter that are really there in lifting, moving and placing, one has to observe with close attention. If one gives priority to asking, well, what is it? Why is it? How is it? Then in that time, during that reflection, you will have missed what is happening. You will have missed the mind and matter that happens in lifting, moving and placing. Because the mind and matter, nama and rupa, that occur in us are extremely fast. In order to give our mind the speed necessary to observe them, we have to add energy to our mind. We can't just look in an ordinary way. So we have to apply ardent effort, apply energy and accurate aim at the moment of lifting, at the moment of moving, at the moment of placing, in order to observe them. And the teachers are saying this all the time. To observe the lifting, the moving, and the placing is the yogi's responsibility. And there isn't anything else except for this responsibility to observe. At the moment of lifting, at the moment of moving, at the moment of placing. One can know the true nature that is there, the characteristics of true nature that are there, sabhava lakkhana, automatically and in detail. But when Sayadawgyi sees some yogis from just from the outside, he's not very satisfied to see how they go about. If you're here to do this retreat, to practice, then one needs to do the task according to the rules systematically.
တရားထုတ်လို့ရရှိတဲ့အတိညာဟာတကယ်ကိုယ်တည်းကတကယ်ရှိအဟုတ်ရှိနေတဲ့ယုံနဲ့နာသဘာဝတရားတွေသူတို့ချင်းချင်းအကြောင်းနဲ့ကျိုးဆက်ဆက်ဖြစ်ပုံနဲ့ဖြစ်ပေါ်ပြီးတော့ပြောက်ွယ်သောမြဲပုံစသည်ပေါ်လေဒါလေးတွေအမှန်တွေပဲအဲ့ဒီအမှန်ကြီးသိဖို့ရယုံကြည်မှုသိအရေးကြီးပါတယ်ယုံနာတရားတွေသာရှိတယ်ယုံနာတရားတွေအကြောင်းနဲ့ကျိုးဆက်ဆက်ပြီးတော့ဖြစ်နေတယ်ဆိုတော့ဗောလေဘာယုံကြည်ရမလဲလို့ဆိုတော့ဘုန်းကြီးတို့ဘုရားသာသနာအတိုင်းဝန်းထဲမှာတော့တတောဟောတိတတ္တဟတိတထာဝတ္တဘောဓိလို့ဆိုထားပါတယ်ယုံကြည်တယ်ဆိုတာမြတ်စွာဘုရားရဲ့ဉာဏ်နဲ့ဒါကဘုရားဘာသာသနာနယ်ပယ်တဲ့ပုဂ္ဂိုလ်တွေဘုရားသာသနာလက်ခံထားတဲ့ပုဂ္ဂိုလ်တွေပဲအချမ်းသာသူတို့မှတော့ဘာမှမခဲတော့ဘူးပုဂ္ဂိုလ်ရေးရာယုံကြည်ရမယ်ပုဂ္ဂိုလ်ရဲ့ယုံကြည်မှုအားနည်းတဲ့ပုဂ္ဂိုလ်တွေကတော့ကောင်းတာပြီးကောင်းကျိုးရတတ်တယ်ဆိုးတာပြီးဆိုးရတတ်တယ်ဆိုတဲ့အသိစိတ်တက်ကလေးနဲ့ရှင်းနေတဲ့ယုံကြည်မှုပေါ့လေတဲ့အစာသိမြတ်တဲ့အစာစားရင်အစာပြည့်တဲ့အင်အားပြည့်တဲ့ကျမ်းမာရေးရတယ်ဆိုတဲ့အသိဉာဏ်မျိုးလိုယုံကြည်မှုမျိုးလိုပေါ့မတည့်တဲ့အစာစားရင်အစိတ်သွားစားလို့ရှိရင်ဒုက္ခရောက်တတ်တယ်ဆိုတဲ့အသိစိတ်ဓာတ်ယုံကြည်မှုမျိုးလိုပေါ့လူတွေမှာလည်းပဲတန်ရှင်းတဲ့ကိုယ်လုံးစိတ်ဓာတ်အပြုအမူလေးတွေမတန်ရှင်းတဲ့ကိုယ်လုံးစိတ်ဓာတ်အပြုအမူလေးဆိုတာရှိနေပါလေအများသောအားဖြင့်မတန်ရှင်းတဲ့ကိုယ်လုံးစိတ်ဓာတ်အပြုအမူလေးကများပါတယ်တန်ရှင်းတဲ့ကိုယ်လုံးစိတ်ဓာတ်ပြီးမှတန်ရှင်းတော့အကျိုးကျေးဇူးတွေရနိုင်တယ်ဆိုတဲ့အသိစိတ်ဓာတ်ကနေပြီးတော့ယုံကြည်မှုမတန်ရှင်းတဲ့ရိုင်းဆိုင်တဲ့ကိုယ်လုံးစိတ်ဓာတ်ပြုမှုတွေကဆိုးကျိုးရတယ်ဆိုတာပေါ့လေအသိဉာဏ်နဲ့ယုံကြည်မှုဒါတရားထုတ်တဲ့ပုဂ္ဂိုလ်တွေပထမဆုံးရှိထားနေရမယ်အင်္ဂါရပ်တစ်ခုပါပဲဒီတော့ယောဂီများကိုယ့်ကိုယ်ပြန်ပြီးတော့သုံးသပ်ကြည့်ဖို့လိုပါတယ်အခြေခံအဲ့လိုအသိစိတ်ဓာတ်ရှိပြီးတော့မိမိမှာယုံကြည်မှုရှိမရှိဆိုတာပေါ့လေအဲ့ဒါတွေ့ကြည့်ဖို့လိုပါတယ်အဲ့ဒါမရှိဘူးဆိုလို့ရှိရင်အလုံးမဖြစ်ပါဘူးရှိတော့ရှိပါတယ်ဒါပေမဲ့လို့မယုံတည်ုံဆိုလို့ရှိရင်လည်းဒါလည်းမဖြစ်ဘူးပြောထားတဲ့အတိုင်းပေါ်လေးဒါအကျိုးရောက်အောင်တော့ပြောမှာမဟုတ်ဘူးအကျိုးရှိအောင်တော့ပြောနေတာဆိုတာပေါ့လေအကျဉ်းစားစဉ်းစားပြီးတော့လက်ခံထားဖို့သိအရေးကြီးပါတယ်အတိတ်ယုံကြည်ခိုင်းတာတော့မဟုတ်ပါဘူး
wanting to gain the Dhamma, knowing that there is Nama and Rupa, mind and matter in our being, these are really there. And these are related as cause and effect. These arise and pass away. This is true. It's true that they are there, that they are related as cause and effect, and that they arise and pass away. It's very important to have trust and confidence that this is the case. And trust and confidence is very important. So what is it that we should have trust and confidence in? In Buddhist circles, among Buddhists, we say Sadho Hoti Tathagatassa Bodhing. So that means that one should have faith in the wisdom of the Buddha. And for Buddhists, this is not hard. But for those who don't have strong faith in individuals, who are weak in trusting individuals, to have the understanding that good actions bring good results, bad actions bring bad results. It's similar to we should have confidence in this understanding. And it's similar to trusting that when we eat some good food that is good for us, food that is suitable for us, we'll have good results. It will bring us good health. And on the other hand, if we eat something that's bad for us, unsuitable for us, or poison, it will harm us. It will give us trouble. So just like having confidence in that type of understanding, one should have the confidence in the understanding that good actions bring good results, bad actions bring bad results. People's behavior mentally, verbally and physically sometimes is clean and pure, and sometimes it's unclean, impure. And for the most part, people's behavior physically, mentally, and physically, verbally, and mentally is impure, is unclean. To the extent that one's behavior physically, verbally, and mentally is good, it will bring good results. To the extent that it is not pure, that it is unclean, it brings bad results. One should have confidence in this, trust in this. So this is the first factor that a meditator should have. So we need to look at ourselves and examine whether this type of understanding is there, and is there confidence, faith and confidence in this basic understanding. If we don't have this understanding, either that good brings good, bad brings bad, then we won't be willing to do this work, the work that's needed here. If we know that it's true, but we don't really believe it, then also our work won't be effective. What the teachers are saying is for your benefit, to trust in this. They're saying this for your benefit. And it's not a matter of forcing people to accept. But when someone says something out of truly wanting your welfare, one should accept it. But in any case, one is not being forced to believe.
ပြီးတော့ကျမ်းမာရေးကောင်းအောင်မယ်အခုကာလတော့လုံးဝကျမ်းမာရေးကောင်းသူဆိုတာမရှိသလောက်ဖြစ်သွားပါပြီအားထုတ်နိုင်လောက်တဲ့ကျမ်းမာရေးကတော့လူရှိကြပါရဲ့ထိုက်တန်တဲ့စားနိုင်ပြီးတော့အဲ့လိုလည်းဖြစ်တယ်ဆိုလို့ရှိရင်ဒါတရားထုတ်လို့ဖြစ်ပါပြီတရားအထုတ်နိုင်လောက်အောင်ကျမ်းမာရေးကောင်းပါပြီတချို့ယောဂတန်လန်းတဲ့တော့မှလာပြီးတော့အထုတ်ကြသေးတော့အထုတ်လို့တရားတွေကောင်းသွားတဲ့အခါပိဋိပတ်တ္တိဒုက္ခကြောင့်တကောလုံးပေါ့လေအဲ့ဒါတွေကပြန့်နှံ့သွားတဲ့အခါမှာတွေးကြည့်တတ်တယ်တကောလုံးလဲပတ်ပြီးတော့တွေးလဲပတ်နှုတ်ကောင်းသွားတဲ့အခါမှာငါကယောဂဟောင်းနေအောင်ဝယ်ခေါင်းလောက်ပြောက်သွားတတ်ရှိပါတယ်ဒါလည်းမြစ်ပြပြောက်သွားတော့ရှိပါတယ်ဒီတော့လုံးဝကျမ်းမာရေးကောင်းမှဒီတရားမျိုးအထုတ်လို့ဖြစ်နိုင်တယ်ဆိုတာတော့မဟုတ်ပါဘူးကျမ်းမာရေးကောင်းလို့ရှိရင်ပိုကောင်းတာပါလေတော့တော့စားနိုင်တောက်နိုင်နဲ့အိမ်နိုင်တယ်ဆိုလို့ရှိရင်တော့ကျမ်းမာရေးကောင်းတဲ့စီးရဲနဲ့မှာပါတော့ပါတယ်ဒါဒီအင်္ဂါလည်းပဲခုအထုတ်စေယောဂီပုဂ္ဂိုလ်တွေမှာပြီးပြည့်စုံနေတယ်လို့ယူဆမှာပါပဲ
In the present life, for those who are meditating to gain special Dhamma, this doesn't happen without a cause. There is a cause. There are 5 causes for gaining special Dhamma in this life. And the first of these is faith and confidence. This is very important because without trusting faith and confidence, no work will happen. One won't want to work. How many kinds of faith there are, Sayadawgyi will speak about later. The second factor is that we need to have good health. However, nowadays, virtually no one has good health. So, what we need is good enough, health that is good enough to practice. And that means we should be able to digest what we eat and drink, and we should be able to sleep. And if we have that, if we can digest our food and sleep, then that's good enough for practice. Even people who have disease, when they practice, because of piti, passaddhi, and sukha, or joy, tranquility, and happiness, when these arise and spread throughout the body due to practice, the circulation of the blood becomes very good, and this purifies the blood, and old diseases can be eliminated at this time. If we can only practice if we have perfect health, then we would never practice. So, of course, it's better to practice when you're healthy. But if you are able to digest your food, digest what you drink, and to sleep, then you can be called healthy. And this factor too, as well as the first, the yogis have, Sayadawgyi thinks.
Tatiya garo yopshakku usuka kaun sara bale. Era thai yi ji bale. Ku kaba loka ji ma phyauk chin de kaun yi ga toro le sait thong daw ba bi. Han sang mu de phong tha bale. Han sang mu de phong pi do tayaw ne tayaw han sang set san ni da de ya ba le. ပြောကြကဲရစရာတော့အောင်လည်းမနေကြပြစ်တည်ရှိလာပြီဆိုလို့ရှိရင်ဒီပြစ်တွေကိုတင့်တော်တဲ့နည်းနဲ့ Pumalin Kuzame Savoli, Bimishide, Pokolo, Tajina Pokolo, Hansaunari. Here Shiva. Pero Machide go, a shillo with the Dumia Tiki or Nira Shida. A Pico, Pielo, Quago, you savido. Pumalin, you come a Pokori, Mawakayame, Mugamu, give me to the water. Machide go, a shillo with our Hansauner. Era yet. Kawaloga you Poland Babi. Who the Yato de Kama, Era, you see about it, from Siam. She did a pico level, a poem, 14 poem. Machine go, she looked at level ham soyago. Josiam. Who the Yari, who atopon the Timpiade Kama. Titi Chaja Timpiata Yichiwa, the Tene, Panditai Tine, the Chenitin Palocha, Tabiro Mate Kama Pomuasa, Siasa Chinaga Bido, Mate Mapu, Mane, Mane, Bari Twitware, Zia Saude Kamala Chilo Sika Bido. Jordan Lani Chare Boli, Matala Mapula, Manela Manevula, Manene Solishi, Bariti to Adale, Shiraguti to Rala, Jordan Lani Chare Hamuti to Rala, Padabori to Adale Sravoli, Kulila, Tuare How, Titi Chasa Piopiavare, but with a how level hands on Pioyabu, do not take you.တွေ့တဲ့အရာကိုလည်းပဲစကလုံးမှန်မှန်ရိုးရိုးလေးနဲ့ပြောပြတတ်ရမယ်တော့။အဲဒီရိုးစင်းတဲ့ဂုဏ်ဟာသိအရေးကြီးပါတယ်တော့။အဲဒီလိုရိုးစင်းတဲ့သဘောရှိပြီးတော့ရိုးရိုးအလုံးလုံးရိုးရိုးတွေ့ကြုံချက်တင်ပြတဲ့ယောဂီတွေဆိုလို့ရှိရင်ကမ္မဋ္ဌာန်းဆရာကြီးသိကျင့်တတ်တာ။ဒီတိုင်းပြောကြရပြီဆိုလို့ရှိရင်ဒီယောဂီယူသေးတဲ့စိတ်ဆက်ဆက်Mayamana looked at Yogi Bear, Sravoli, a look of Molly, Tambotare, Sravoli, a little team of people, Comtasia. Tanila later, Bama two solution, a look of Malolos, like Comtasia, a team of people, the Adu Yaji, a chow, Namurema solution, Yogiama. That Yashiyama. Chusaya Chama Yabi, Chule Chusayame, Titi Jaja Chusayame, Titi Jaja Chusaya, Siari Tanleve, Titi Jaja Timpiana, Dhamma Sharia level, Luatalu, Kuni.
The third quality is called in Pali Ujuka. That means to be upright, to be honest and frank. Now in the world, this quality of being honest and upright is virtually non-existent. It's covered over by pretense. People pretend with each other. People aren't able to live without fault, but instead of correcting their faults, they pretend that they don't have any faults. They pretend to be clean. And on the other hand, they don't have qualities, but they pretend to have them. They pretend to have virtues that they don't really possess. So when someone has a fault, it should be admitted in suitable circumstances. And people should be open about what they really are. But this pretense is just covering the world, pretense about hiding faults that we have and pretending to have qualities that we don't have. So, when one has a fault, one shouldn't cover it up. And when it's appropriate, one should reveal one's faults. If one doesn't have qualities, one shouldn't pretend to have them. One should be upright. And this is very important. Especially it's very important when we speak with the teacher about how we practice and what we find out. So we should say, how many times during a day do we sit? And how many times? How long is each sitting? Are we able to apply effort to observe the rising and the falling? Can we note it or can't we? If we can, what do we see? If we can't, we should say that we can't. In the walking, are we able to observe every lifting, every moving, every placing? Can we observe them or not? If we can observe them, the lifting, the moving, and the placing, what is it that we see? Do we see the leg? Do we see how it lifts up? Or do we see some quality? We should say what we find when we practice, not what we don't find. We shouldn't say what we haven't found. And it's good to just use simple words when we talk about what we find in practice. If we present what we find honestly and simply, the teachers will be very satisfied. Every time a yogi comes, if he or she has something to say to the teacher will know this yogi practices respectfully, meticulously, and continuously. This yogi values the work that he or she is doing. If every day a yogi comes, they say the same thing again and again and again, the teacher knows the yogi does not respect the work. So among the 5 causes for gaining special knowledge in this lifetime, faith and good health, and also honesty, openness, and frankness in reporting. And only if we have these will the teacher be able to help the student.
Now, John Kuaro, Twin Josayame, a Semapia Josayame, you did a series of Josayame, Josayas or a time of money. Pomu Pemasa, Korea, Potamia, Ion, Malota, Mane, or Molly, Burivia, Asayama, Tapioba, Udia. As I played the reading killer with the say Susimu to Marisura and the Boya Lula. To maintain the review of Lofum Luro. Uria Pomon Pillar, never. As I made Ioma, chocolate, reading color. Say the Bemo Giro. And I take Yichiva. Hello, Piolo. I never be a Josa, second name like Josa. Sing and shouted, Hamalachro, Sika Vido, Tuare Lane Chare. Mami, oh, I say, the chart, a 12 we are Mami, oh, leve, a true body, the one, Jonga Sayaba. Did a yogi, my tongue, my machine. Type of money there, 1/6 video, Pamu some Lotama. See and show the Kamachlo, take a video, Jordan Lanicha, Melotama. Can they attribute Muyari, Melotan, 3 Tavi, so the Jano? The yogi, Majagi, to tell her. Erika Yoma Uria, Tejiba, Uria. တွင်တွင်ကြိုးစားရမယ်ယုံကြည်ကြမှာဖြောင့်စွာစိတ်ထားကြိုးစားတွင်တွင်အဆက်မပြတ်ကြိုးစားရမယ်လို့ဆိုပါတယ်သူကတော့လုံးဝအိပ်ပျော်ခြင်းချမ်းသာထိုင်ပြီးတော့ကျန်တဲ့ချိန်လေးမှာသွားနေတော့ဟောရက်နေတော့ရောအေးရပေါ်လှဲတော့ရောတော်ရထိုင်လျောင်းဆိုတာသွားနေတော့ထိုင်နေတော့အေးရပေါ်လှဲတော့ရက်နေတော့ပေါ့လေအဲဒီဘုအကြီးစားကြီးဒီမှာရောလက်ရှိအကြောင်းရှိလို့ကိုယ်တဲ့ခါဆန်းတဲ့ခါစောင်းတဲ့ခါငဲတဲ့ခါကြွတဲ့လမ်းနဲ့ချတဲ့ခါမြစ်တော်ခတ်တာမျိုးလုံးပိတ်တော်ဖွင့်တာကအစပေါ်လေအထွေထွေအမူအရာလေးတွေရှိတယ်အဲဒါလေးမလို့တမ်းသတိထားနေရပါလား
And the next factor is that one needs to make, The next factor is that one needs to make continual effort. So that means that in the sitting, one needs to make continual effort. One needs to work with respect and meticulous care, trying all the time. So when we sit, starting with the rising and the falling, it means to apply effort to observe every arising object. And to the extent that one applies effort, sati will stick to the object. There's no need to create it specially. When sati sticks to the object, samadhi will come. So with the application of effort, this brings sati and the mind sticks every time one makes effort. And the mind doesn't run anywhere else. So we have to try to observe so that this happens. And it's the same with the walking. We should try to observe every lifting, every moving, every placing, applying effort each time. Other actions that we do also, we should try always to observe them, making the effort to be with them, with the mind. So there's three parts to the yogi's day. The first part is sitting. During sitting, one tries to observe every arising object, tries to make the effort to observe every arising object, starting with the rising and the falling, without missing. In the walking, one tries to observe every lifting, every moving, every placing, without missing a single one. All the other actions that one does, one tries to catch them. One tries to be aware of them every time we make an action. So if the yogi can do this in a short time, he or she will advance. In doing this, virya or effort is very important. So except for the time we are fast asleep, we should always be paying attention to what we're doing. Walking, standing, sitting, lying down. That means while we're walking, while we're sitting, while we're standing, sitting, lying down, we should pay attention to the posture of the body. These are the four main postures. And when there's cause to do so, then there's also actions, small actions, such as bending and stretching, leaning, turning the head, blinking, opening and closing the eyes. So we try to observe all of these. We have to try to observe all of these, to be aware of all of these things without missing.
ဘုရားတို့စာပေထဲမှာဗုဒ္ဓစာပေထဲမှာအခုလိုတရားထုတ်တဲ့ပုဂ္ဂိုလ်တွေတရားရဲ့ကိုယ်ရည်တွေသိလို့ရိတ်တာရောက်လာပြီဆိုရင်ဘယ်လိုစိတ်နဲ့စိတ်ထားတွေတန်ရှင်းအောင်လုပ်ရတယ်လဲ အသိဉာဏ်နဲ့ဘယ်လိုဖြစ်အောင်လုပ်ရတယ်လဲဆိုတာပေါ့လေလုံနည်းအမှန်လေးတွေတည်သွားပြီဆိုရင်ကိုယ့်ရဲ့ဝိရိယလေးစဝိရိယလေးအစပြိုးရတယ်ဓမ္မတွေ့ကိုယ်တဲ့ဖုံးပေမှုအစပေါ်လင်းအာရုံမလို့တမ်းမှတ်နေအောင်အဲ့ဒါအစပြိုးကြိုးပါအထောက်မှုခေါ်ပါတယ်ဝိရိယလေးအစပြိုးလိုက်တာတဲ့အကြောင်းအားလျော်စွာအပြင်းနေဆိုတာပေါ်တတ်ပါတယ်အတုဆမှာအကျိုးကမပေါ်သေးတော့အပြင်းနေဝင်တတ်ပါတယ်အဲ့ဒီအပြင်းကိုလည်းပဲနှိမ်နေရပါတယ်အပြင်းကိုကြော်ဖြတ်ကြော်လွှားတဲ့အထိပေါ်လွန်သွားတဲ့အထိလည်းတစ်ဆင့်တိုးအထောက်ရပါတယ်အဲ့ဒါလိုဝိရိယမျိုးရဲရင်မှုမျိုးရှိရပါတယ်အဲ့ဒါဟာတရားအထုတ်တဲ့ပုဂ္ဂိုလ်ရဲ့သုထအကြောင်းပါပဲ
In the Buddhist texts, it is said that when meditators, if they know the virtues of the Dhamma and have come to the center to practice, and they know the method for making the mind clean and developing knowledge, then they have to apply effort. So the first thing that one does is to try to observe every arising object, starting with the rising and the falling in sitting. This is making initial effort. This is the first level of effort. And as we keep on trying to do this, boredom comes. Because we haven't yet seen the results of our work. We've been trying, but no results have happened yet. And when that happens, we have to boost our effort. We have to increase our effort in order to overcome the boredom that comes in. So the yogis need to have this type of courage, this type of effort. And this is the fourth cause for realizing the Dhamma in this very life.
Good Himalaya with the Adojare Pogoriha. Kuya Logi Sisingo Ye Sun Tagada Lunga Guya, Lunga Kangani Level Sun Tagada Damiari will Sun Tagada Luli Jason Kite Kamago Chanda will let Tagada. Eri Kamago Chanda, Sabomia Zotare, Chanda Yali Me Sure, Yuki Chen and Level Arepo Leshiva. Santa Te and in Level Arepo Leshiva. Peluwa to be Dinaria Yaula Visolushi and all. Joseph Shia Mother. Go Mane Panda Yote at Tivoli. Panditara Pogori, Panda Yote at Tivoli. Tujare, Singly Yote at Tivoli, Darotayama, William is Yellow Mayam. Eddie Willia, Tozi Shiva. Arama Tadu, Sabu Juba Atomu. They are told that he is La Vido, but Amazo, Alosa, Tavido Madeka, Pompe Maloya also Vido, Asaka. Senior Shaude Kamala Chiro Sega Vido, Lane, Juare Chade, Juare Lane Chade, Voli Maloya, Asaka. Da Uria Asa Pure Davido. Eddie Uria Asa Pure Roma. A Juba Mapo Solution, no Pina Wondate. Somebody the city, Pitate, Amroach in the city, like Pitate. Either when I be solution, no Uria shake meeting Biva, the Mishova, Eddie Pin Lumio. Uria to Saint Ovido, a Pima Lumio, Juba Atomu. Adi Wuriya Tako, Nikama Tatu to cover. Adi Pili Jodwabi Solushi, Magliri to Lake on the Tabare. The Mandama says up to the Tabare. The Mandama says a lot of security in Jodwabi Solushi. Otherwise, Julie Paul at Tabare. Ginasia check lady body. Ginasia check lady to a video. Ed alone of Ginaya. Now so Pandai Bolidama, the cake Chanda to Yareti. Uria was sensing to over. Sensing to you, Jova Tomu. Eddie Uria Tones it higher. Uria Tones it Tavido Atom name Bama. Kamagon Chanda, Savomias or Tade Chanda do good him. Tamalo, who you look at it, ye, Nenga, Nonana Yogi Tiagaro. Shubate needy Yavi, so we don't volley at a piano. Poiru Romati level. I told the Yogi Poco 11, I do Shumate, Nila Nilo Yavi, so we don't. Era ne Chinabiru Piazame Solution. Since the Dovido Atom Hujo Yak Nade, the Yalla Boli, the Yachanda, Era Neda Loedo. A low behave solution, no, a Jomia 20 Tea or local day, Ejiba. Dhamma look the money to Ravadama.
The people who have come here to practice have given up their daily life, their worldly life courageously. They've given up their work, they've given up their families, and they've given up sense pleasures, the type of sense pleasures which human beings like most of all. And there are those among the people here, there are those who have come because they have faith that they can gain something special through doing this, something very valuable. And there are also some that are just experimenting, trying to see what happens. But whatever our motivation, we should have effort so that we can reach our goal and so that we can reach some special knowledge. So we have to have effort. And there are 3 levels of effort. First of all, the initial level, called in Pali Aramba Dhatu. We learn the method of practice, and then we apply it. In sitting, we observe the rising and the falling, and the other arising objects. In walking, we observe the lifting, the moving, and the placing. And this is the initial effort that we make. While we're doing this, if benefits haven't started to arise yet, we start to feel bored. We don't want to do this anymore. We want to just back off. We don't want to practice. So if this type of attitude comes up in your mind, then boost your effort. Don't give up. Boost your effort so as to get past this stage. And this is called nekama dhatu. And maybe in English you could call it stepped up effort. If we boost our effort so that we can get past this stage of boredom, then the noting becomes good. And our observation becomes continuous. So when it is continuous, then the mind becomes clean and pure, and the benefits start to arise. And it's very satisfying. When we see these benefits, don't settle for just this much. Keep on making more effort so that you're able to go farther and to reach your final goal. We need to have these 3 levels of effort, or virya, when we practice, and only then will we be able to keep on going until we gain special Dhamma. Just a few days ago, there was a yogi who told people, well, now I know the method, so I'm going to go back home and practice. And if Sayadawgyi he didn't go to see Sayadawgyi, so Sayadawgyi did not know. But if people here who are here now behave in this way, if they feel, okay, I know the method now, if you just settle for this much, then you will miss out on much, much better things to come. So one has to really keep on going until one finishes the task that one set out in front of oneself. One has to behave like a worker and just keep on going until we reach our goal.
Yagadoda moha Kona yagane doda wale, lovane doda, say ni chili, kiwi si chilata pare. The Niapi Nivolana Tiari, kiwi si chilata pare. Sick lady, 2 jaja chilata pare. Era Patara Sata cover Chitara sa chiladora. The Goa Pomatiana, Lodia, Conetia, Suvido, Secretary, Chinin, and Alichiva, Era Chitra cover. Ludia, the Adolochi, the Lusaki Limhuri, Asa, Tinyani, Sensi Pitate, Sandadu Yadate, Sore, Yunji Paloshi, Era Yutata cover. Tinya Pare, the Goga Mayom the owner Atota web ship, Yongibiro Atota web ship. Yona Jonjo the Sessa Tila Visolution or Korea Yona the area. Jone to Sessa Pinivala, 2 Jone to Sessa Pinivala, so the volley. You want that the area came below. Yongisa Pura Lake, Sepiro Malo, Jonjo the Yona the area. People below Quebec lady. Yekalebo, Quebec the Dila Visolution. Sicone Tina, Dorothy to Delavi. The Manetama Sessa Video Maarile Tanlavi. Eriga Jalusi. Mapia Net to make on a pure. Very purely yellow the father. Had a pretty pasati 2 cards for a volley at a very purely yellow. Kamago, a pure, Savomia, Tari, a pure to view, Paula Tatana. Very pure yala visualization of the yogiga, Peroma, no sort of Amagashi, they are yare achieve. Say you will atutapare. The go ye pile of Mabilo Lepogore. The Yadali Twila Visolution, Peroma no Soto. Singaya Mana Lepogore, the Laguanala Jadona Vilesiva. Although Tiaga Soya Conga, Tia Sweso Navidoro. The Chipiaco Cato Timian and Payo Visolution. Second, Tinya, Toteto. Mapia Nine, a pure mule, Eddie Payopa. Eddie pure mule, Yakoloshan, Eddie Poco, Seta Ato. Tibua Mava Diaria Nine. Eda Yaku Diatu de Pokore Diaru Yaje Chow Nache Pave, Eddie Nache Dega Padmazo Yokimu Pogo Piamichiama Yokimu Jamaye Kaune Uria Atom Nine Josayame on a Sabu to send to Jova Atomo. Since they told me to Jova Atomo, Yogi a good town. Hello, Atolochi, Yuna Jonjo Setia, Savoli, since young lady point of his solution. Putugama Yogi Valo, Tetoni Bloro. Go Tineco, go Kuruneco, Wally, Yogi Lecana.
When one is observing like that, and our effort, virya, has momentum, then the mental energy becomes strong. And even before knowledge arises, greed and anger, or raga and dosa, are removed from the mind. And the mind becomes very clear. And at this time there's this clarity, is clear faith, pasada sada. And this type of pasada sada, or clear faith, also happens when we first hear about the Dhamma, for example. We hear about it. We hear that with the practice one can gain special knowledge. When we first hear about the Dhamma, we can have this type of clear faith, clarifying faith. And when we hear also that from the practice we can gain special knowledge, then there's trusting faith that arises. And in this, knowledge is involved. When one practices and one comes to discern mind and matter, and to see how they are related as cause and effect, then one comes to realize, this is really true, that mind and matter really are related as cause and effect. Then one's doubt is removed. If one continues to practice from this point, and one sees how mind and matter, which are related as cause and effect, arise and then pass away very quickly. Just now they arise and just now it's gone. Then at that point the mind and knowledge are quite good. And at that point one note, one observation and another becomes continuous. And at that time one gains a type of happiness, a type of pleasure that is unrelinquishable, that is always good and that one won't ever get bored of. And that is what is involved with piti, passaddhi, and sukha, joy, tranquility, and happiness. The happiness that comes from these mental factors is better than the happiness of sense pleasures. And when one experiences this type of joy, one won't ever go back on the practice. One won't ever give up. And when a yogi, for example, has decided, okay, I'm only going to practice for 15 days, if they come to this stage, they continue their practice for a month or 2 months. When people experience this, they know that they have something good and they keep on going. So the Dhamma at this point pulls one along. If one comes to see the fast arising and passing away of phenomenon, one gains an unrelinquishable happiness. And when one reaches this point, if you reach this point in practice, then just continue, because it is sure that you will gain the Dhamma in this very life. And this is the 5th factor that a person needs. So the 5 factors of a person who is sure to gain the special Dhamma in this life is, first of all, faith and confidence. This is something to ask yourself if you have. Second, good health. Third, honesty, uprightness. And fourth is to have these 3 levels of effort: initial effort, stepped up effort, and effort that continues to reach the goal. So making effort, this is the yogi's job. And if one does this, that when one sees, when one gains knowledge, seeing mind and matter, how they're related as cause and effect, then no one will need to urge you to have faith in this, to trust in this. You'll come to do so on your own.
Di pai lo yauk la bi so lo shi yin a thuk nide pukkul ha yogi pida twa ba bi. Yogi so lo Pali saka ba be. Bhavana ya yutta payutta ta ya yogi de. Bhavana ya siat nei siat tha nei a ti nyan phit seဖို့ပွားစေဖို့ကြီးထွားစေဖို့များစေဖို့ရဒါပဲတရားထုတ်တယ်ဆိုတော့တရားပဲဥတည်ချက်ကအကျိုးရတာပဲယုဒ္ဓပယုဒ္ဓတာယအစပြု၍ကျိုးပါအထုံးမှုတရှိတိုး၍အပြင်းမှလုံရောက်ကျိုးပါအထုံးမှုအစစ်စစ်တိုး၍ပန်းနဲ့ရောက်တဲ့စီကျိုးပါအထုံးမှုတဲ့ဝိရိယ3စစ်တော်တော်လေးပြည့်စုံလာပါပြီယောဂီပြီးသားသွားပါပြီဒါတော့အခုလာရောက်ပြီးတော့အထုတ်ကြတဲ့ပုဂ္ဂိုလ်တွေကဥတည်ချက်ကတော့အခြေခံကိုကြည့်ကြည့်လာတွေပြည့်စုံပြီးတော့တရှင်းတဲ့စိတ်နဲ့စိတ်ထားတယ်တရားမှာတဆင့်ဆက်ပြီးတော့ကိုယ်တွေကတကယ်အရှိတရားတွေအဲ့ဒီအရှိတရားတွေအစစ်စစ်တည်မြင်ပြီးတော့တကယ်ချမ်းသာတူပေါ်လေရအောင်ဥတည်ချက်နဲ့လာကြတာအဲ့လိုဥတည်ချက်မရှိဘူးလို့ချမ်းသာတူတစ်ခုတော့ရမှာပဲဆိုတဲ့ယုံကြည်ချက်နဲ့ပေါ့လေအဲ့ဒီချမ်းသာမျှော်မှန်းပြီးတော့စိတ်ဓာတ်တွေဖွံ့ဖြိုးအသိမှန်တွေတိုးအောင်လို့အစာပြိုးကြိုးပမ်းအထောက်မှုတဆင့်တိုးရဲ့အပြင်းမှလွတ်မြောက်ကြိုးပမ်းအထောက်မှုအစစ်စစ်တိုးရဲ့ပန်းတဲ့ရောက်တဲ့ဒီမျှော်မှန်းတဲ့ပန်းတဲ့ရောက်တဲ့ဒီကျိုးပမ်းအထောက်မှုတဲ့အစစ်30ရှိတဲ့ကျိုးပမ်းအထောက်မှုပိုင်ရှင်များဖြစ်အောင်ပေါ့လေယောဂီပြီးသားအောင်ကျိုးစားအထောက်နဲ့ရပါစေလို့လေးလေးနက်နက်တိုက်တွန်းရင်းနဲ့ဒီနေ့တရားအဆုံးသတ်လိုက်ပါရစေ
If a person reaches this stage, they can be called a true yogi, because the literal meaning of the word yogi in Pali is Bhavanaya Yota Payotadayati yogi. And if I can just insert, a yogi means one who possesses effort. But in this way, the effort to create this clean mind and knowledge, to develop it further and further, to enlarge it. One who possesses the initial effort to begin the practice, the stepped-up effort to overcome difficulties, the progressive effort that continues until reaching the final goal. One who possesses these 3 levels of effort is called a yogi. So, the yogis here keep sila, and their actions and speech are clear, practicing the method to develop purity of mind. From here, after developing purity of mind, one can develop knowledge stage by stage to get a special type of happiness. So Sayadawgyi hopes that all the yogis here, having this objective to gain special happiness, will make the initial effort needed, will boost up their effort when needed, will make the progressive effort that is needed to gain this special happiness and become true possessors of effort, true yogis. Sayadawgyi urges you all to do this. That's all for today. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.